Ta-ta-da-ta-da.
Good evening, everybody. What's going on? What's up, Satellite? Numberless Dread, thank you so much for subscribing for 39 months, dude. Jesus. What's up, Boot Blacking? And Shadows, and Bearded Canadian, even Dave, I see y'all in there. And Fury Fighter, hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. It's been a day of contrasts. I did have today off. It was my first of 2 days off, and that was nice, but I also had a bunch of other things that I had to do today, perhaps because I had the day off. So I've been busier than I expected to be, but I hope you're all good. It's a good thing this magazine is digital, because otherwise the pages might start to smell by now in between Rob and George. This is George Rob. Who cares? They're dead. They're gone. Let us only celebrate their absence, or at least perceived absence. Also, good evening, PM Collector Boy. Good to see you. Capcom added Super Ghouls and Ghosts and Breath of Fire 1 to that browser-based emulator site. I didn't know they had a browser-based emulator site thing. I'm gonna have to check that out. I mean, it doesn't really change anything for me, but it is cool that they make those older games accessible for folks who know where to look for them, I suppose. Certainly, I mean, I saw you lost your wallet. Yeah, that sucks, dude. That really, really sucks. It's such a hassle replacing all that stuff. Having to reset everything. Fortunately, I'm kind of obsessive about my stuff. when I'm out, I am constantly touching myself, patting myself down to make sure everything has stayed in my pockets. So my phone and my keys and my wallet are never far from wherever I am. So worst part is somehow going down the DMV for a new license. I mean, I'm not surprised at that. It is one of the most miserable places on this earth. I mean, it's patting myself down to make sure I've got stuff in my pockets. And it's on my pants, so I mean, I could make it sound better than it is, but why bother? Let's just be honest. Let's just be real here. They have a bunch of the Mega Man's Final Fight, Street Fighter 2 as well. That's really cool. That's super cool. A good idea that I can't imagine many companies will actually emulate. Ah, see what I did there? Wordplay. So yeah. Oh, is this Uncharted Waters? You would know, wouldn't you? Yep, certainly is. The ultimate role-playing adventure, as they say. If anyone still hasn't nominated for Shmup Wheel on account of not knowing what's good to nominate, I have like 3 unused backups. Yes, might as well remind people thereof. Tonight's the night. Or the night before the night. Tonight's the night before the actual night. But it is the last night to put something up on the Shmup Wheel that is happening tomorrow night. It's the last night to submit something for Spooktober because we're gonna do the big schedule reveal tomorrow night. So if you've been remiss in either of those, tonight's your final chance. The final countdown, such as it is. No idea if the Game Boy version is any good, but the NES Intergalactic Ninja is Zen Intergalactic Ninja is solid. We did stream it once. I would say charitably that my assessment differed from yours in some ways. Soon we'll bask in the shitty UI of Journeyman. Y'all have almost filled this thing up, haven't you? I think you're like 90% of the way there or something. Had one I really wanted to see that was $12. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunate. But them's right. It had multiple around $7 to $8, so. I mean, I don't exactly feel bad giving you all the option of like 400 to 500 games at $5 or less. 93% as of now. Nice. Very nice. Also, good evening, Le Retro Spiso. I see you there. Do you have Musha? I don't think I have Musha. I don't think I know what Musha is offhand. Shame that Castle Shikigami 2 is a retranslation or redub on Steam, so you don't have some dude saying in nearly stone monotone, I like girls, but now it's about justice. Amazing. Musha is a shmup? Yeah, I don't think I have that one. Then. Its original dub is a thing of beauty. There was a golden age for just horrible, ham-fisted, nonsensical dubs, wasn't there? Everybody takes things too seriously now. You don't really get that so much unless you go like deep into Chinese exports and stuff. Look at this guy, doesn't know what Musha is. It's true, and I copped to it too. I own that. I own that. Chaos Wars. Chaos Wars is so legendary. I have a physical copy of it. And Lord God Almighty, do I never want to play it again. Someone should put Musha forward for Genesis Night. Direct all your VO to be absolute camp. No, see, I like being employed. I like being trusted with VO stuff. Shit happened, I didn't think of it. We'll do another Genesis Night. When we're done with this issue, we'll do another Genesis Night. Don't you worry. Never fear. Genesis Night will soon be here. Dude, Street Fighter, we've done it. Go on YouTube, look it up. We did an evening of Chaos Wars. It is not Doomstream material. It is the dub is hilarious for about 20 minutes and then it's just boring. It's such a boring game. Yeah, the actual gameplay is awful. It is such a bad game. Don't know if Ash can actually get copies pretty old. I just emulate it. Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that, none. We're slowly narrowing down the systems that I can't emulate. There are more that I can emulate than ones I can't. Tried to play during the cutscenes, and yeah, it's not funny bad. It is a very unfortunate game. I'm trying to think. Dread Musha isn't on Steam, is it? Like, I think you conflate. Yeah, you conflated what's going on. All right. I'm not just playing any old shmups tomorrow. There you go. You can have that one back. Y'all Twitch funny money now be a great time for certain sound clips. Let's cross over some excellent games. What's up, Dragnell? To you as well. Shadow's Grill Lancer, Gungrave are all at least fun. Has to be, yeah, has. If you want to throw anything else on the wheel for tomorrow night, it has to be from the Steam Shmup Fest. Shmup Steam Fest. Shmuppity mup. Yeah. What's up, Manic? Good to see you. You should nominate Dark Souls. We're doing all bow run. It's like a shmup. See, I got my bases covered this time. It has to have the banner on the store page. I have my technical limitation there. Keep y'all honest. Make sure nobody's trying to subvert the system. It's not even that big of a system. It's not. I'm not like the man over here keeping y'all down or anything. It's just shmups. Do the shmups. Here's a selection of shmups. Pick some. So much non-shmup stuff in the shmup sale. Yeah, there's that too. I mean, it's not like you can't subvert the system if you want to. You can definitely dig some stuff out of that sale that doesn't really fit the bill, but technically is acceptable due to my own rules. Most interesting thing, I guess, the Chaos Wars composer did some OSTs and anime themes you might know of. Well, then I'd be more interested in the other stuff they did than Chaos Wars, certainly. We're not tabling Power Hours for the Spooktober. We are not, no. The Power Hours will continue with one exception, and that exception is Star Trek Infinite. Because it releases on a Thursday, and we are going to stream it when it releases. And if it's good, if we're really, really into it, I may let it preempt other nights as well. We will have to see. We'll simply have to see how people feel about it. I imagine our small but vocal Stellaris contingent will swing pretty hard for that, assuming it's good. Sorry, I just escaped a voice call with several guys going, ew, oh god. How'd you end up there, Drake Mill? Yikes. Did the Bravely Default OST and the Attack on Titan OP, which is the only thing I know about and want to know about it. It's for the system revolution! Went to go get jabbed today and then wanted 150 for the... Yeah, I saw you post that. I mean, at the very least, you can definitely get that taken care of somehow. They're supposed to be free. It's supposed to be covered, so. Kind of surprised we never made Oddish play Thunder Force 4 during the Genesis. You say Genesis Nights plural. I mean, the first Genesis Night was just stuff that's on the Genesis collection on Steam. And the second one was basically only 5 requests that people put down beforehand. So... it's a big library to try and squeeze into 2 nights. So I'm not surprised a lot of things haven't gotten to yet. About General Chaos on the Genesis? What about it? I don't know what that is. Y'all say names on the Genesis like I'm supposed to know what they are. It's legit neat. Warsong and Master of Monsters were your jams on Genesis. Was Master of Monsters one of those like kaiju battling games or something? I might be thinking of King of the Monsters, which, I mean, to be fair, is a very similar sounding title. Don't know what Warsong is, though. But I have full faith and confidence in y'all to put me through my paces on Genesis stuff and introduce me to a wider world there. Gaming Discord thing, I was just done listening to talk smack about poor... Oh, God. Yeah, good call on that. Jesus. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to deal with that shit, too. Warsong is Fantasy Advanced Wars? Oh, okay. It's interesting they were doing quite a bit of that during that period, and I just missed all of it. As much as I like Advanced Wars, I haven't played a whole lot of other games like it, even though it turns out there are quite a few games like it. How do we get on Genesis? The Power Hours, we're at war with the Genesis. Yeah, Nintendo does what Genesis isn't. That's a cause we can rally behind. Sorry, once I saw you were at Better Day. It was pretty good. I had the day off, so I had some time to relax and stuff. But I also had a lot of stuff to take care of too, and that had its moments. So, what the hell? What the Zem? How you doing? But yeah, I played a bunch of Titan Quest today. I played a bunch more Titan Quest. Really enjoying that. Yeah, I'm just playing Titan Quest. There's not really much to report on with that game. I've got the builds that I want. I've decided on there's 11 masteries in the game, and each character is a combination of 2. So I've decided on 6 characters that are 6 characters whose combinations cover the entire range. So I'll have characters of pretty much any style. Though it's surprising how differently the same combination of masteries can play depending on what kind of equipment you pair them with. Super Nintendo. It's Master of Monsters on browser base. Nice, very cool. Oh god, I'm stuck around fascist moments in my time, so I can relate. Fortunately, I've been able to avoid a lot of that. It doesn't happen to me very often. I guess I live in Southern California. I work at a tech company, so not too many opportunities for people like that to just go full ham on the stupid stuff. I had Idris Elba stick a gun in my character's ribs. Cyberpunk Spooky Freedom is really cool. Nice. Glad to hear it. I want to play that someday. In the Earthen Womb, Illusion of Gaia. Did you just call it? Wow, you sure did. Damn. Spot on, my friend. Lived in Bible Belt, Missouri for years, and that sucked. Yeah, I moved out of North Carolina long before the whole MAGA movement. And my parents did too. My father. So my father was the one who wanted to stay in North Carolina originally. He kept him there for a while, and then he traveled across the country to move out here to California. And he says like it's one of the best things he's ever done. And part of that is because of how things have changed in this country so much. Like he shudders to think what it would be like living in rural North Carolina now. Or traveling across the country like he did, because he took a southerly route through like Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, and he shudders to think what that would be like now if he tried it. Moved out right before that really gained up in steam. Shit was bubbling for years and it was awful. Yeah. I remember a bit of that from being a kid. Like, the folks around me all seem very, very nice and friendly and open, but you get on certain topics, and they would just turn. It was weird. It was weird. North Craglacken. Dragno, thank you so much for subscribing for 28 months, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. There's Sundown Counties. That's not far off. Oof. 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 Oh god, need that. It's nice to kick back after a day of mostly kicking back. It really is. Some places are still sundown towns. Oh, I'm sure 2-Hit. I'm sure. Also, good evening, 2-Hit. Good to see you. What's Unseen known for besides a giant lump of sand? Barbecue. North Carolina is pretty well known for barbecue. Every small town has its own variety of barbecue. What else? Really pretty mountains. The Appalachian Mountains are really nice. And Asheville is kind of a beacon of positivity in an otherwise vile sea of regressiveness. Fort Bragg is in North Carolina. Hey, that song sounds familiar. Oh, thank you, Drake. No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much, in fact. Friend who lives in Houston, straight prefers flying as to travel out of the city, do not wanting to risk having to drive through them. No. I think this is the Bomberman theme. Well, you know, from a certain perspective, you're right. Depending on how you play the game. Been trying to make the Need for Speed games work on PC and it sucked. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Do they have the Need for Speed games on GOG, or are they just abandonware now? It's the PUBG OST. You know it'd be interesting. What would be interesting? What would be interesting? Need for Speed's mostly abandonware now. Do a run of Zelda 1 and use the sword only when absolutely mandatory? Technically, isn't it not? Or was that it? What are the things that the sword is mandatory for? Don't think you can kill Ganon with bombs? What about it has to be the sword, you can't like smack him with the wand or something? Early ones came out right in the late 90s, transitioning between 16-bit Windows 9X and NT. Ew, yeah, that's a really rough spot. Also, Zem, you've been watching the Laughing Man arc for Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. It is so good. Yeah, I remember watching that in college with my buddies. One of my friends was like just a huge Ghost in the Shell fan, like cyberpunk fan in general. That was some really good TV. That's a cyberpunk kind of game I would love to play. Yeah, it was man. The PS1 Ghost in the Shell game is great. Kind of like a third-person jumping flash game. So we actually, I worked on and we released a Ghost in the Shell standalone complex online first-person shooter a couple years ago now, and it flopped pretty hard. And I can't say I'm surprised. Because it was basically, you remember that? Yeah, it was basically Counter-Strike. It was basically a Ghost in the Shell skin for Counter-Strike. And it was so frustrating to me that they didn't really use any of the interesting elements of the setting. There was no hacking, there was no subterfuge. It's just a straight up shooter. And yeah, it was super disappointing. And players were super disappointed, and they stopped playing it. So, the one cool thing about it, though, is that since I was working on it, and I was editing all the text and scripts for it, I got to manage the voiceover sessions for the American dub, and wouldn't you know it, we got the entire American voice cast for Ghost in the Shell to come back and reprise the roles. So that was really cool, meeting all of them. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's music for the best SNES RPGs. Shut up! How dare you? How dare you? Did you nerd out like a fan when you met them? No, I was good. I don't know. I don't know if y'all noticed from the way I stream, I don't really nerd out super hard over things. I don't react super hard to stuff unless it's like Rob and George pooping out another terrible opinion or something. I don't nerd out over good things, I guess. I'm sorry, I misremembered. It's Draken. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get hype for things. And I suppose that's to my detriment, being a content creator in the era of reaction content. I don't really react very hard to things, so probably nerd out over Jack Black. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very to begin with, I'm a very self-conscious person. I always have been. I'm always just there's a general veneer of uncomfortableness over me whenever I meet new people, but with like celebrities and stuff, I always imagine that they I always imagine that they have people nerding out over them all the time, and I don't want to be another one of those. So I want to stay composed, be reasonable, be like, hey, I thought you were great in this, whatever, let's do the thing, stuff. You just get really drunk and ran for 2 hours on stream. Yeah, no, I nerd out. If anything, I nerd out about the wrong thing. It's one of my great weaknesses, I suppose. Quick, I'll just do a silly face for the thumbnail. I think that'll work. I used to, but I hang out a lot around a lot of creator circles nowadays, and that kind of pushed in my head, oh, they're just normalized people. Yeah, that's the thing too. I've been doing VOs for a long time now, and they're, you know, they're people. They are people. They're really cool people. They have lots of neat stories. They've done a lot of cool stuff, but they're, you know, they're still people. Tried to point at something off screen like a no. That's when you put all the vector art arrows pointing from like your face to the thing that I'm supposed to be reacting to. Yeah. Oh, there's just an indie game coming out of early access. I think might make an interesting stream fire called Lunacid. Oh yeah, I've been following Lunacid. Kingsfield and Castlevania influence game. It is a neat looking game. We'll see about that. I absolutely know none of the sound team for this game, and I'm not biased. I'll believe you for now. Lunacid, I was calling it Lunacid. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to say it. The word acid jumps out at me before anything else, so hence my awful pronunciation. Randomly put a red circle somewhere. Oh yeah. 65 Easter eggs in Oddish's Thursday stream that you missed. It's a game that looks like you might like called Pizza Possum. Okay. Fairly similar sounding game for the Sega Saturn called Lunacy. I've decided it'll be my Doom stream pick. Oh boy. Oh boy. Go play the game Seance 3 a.m. gone wrong. Speaking of Doom streams, I want to go ahead and mention, just to set your expectations, since we are nearing completion on this collection. When y'all do finish the thing for Journeyman Project, which did that just, oh, it's 95% complete. Nice timing, load real high. When y'all do finish it off, I think we'll probably do it in, it'll be like the first thing we do in November, if y'all are okay with that. Because we do have an October schedule. And I don't want to, you know, a lot of stuff has been requested for October. I'm absolutely not gonna be able to cram everything in. I would hate to lose anything else just for the Doom stream. So y'all can afford to be patient for a little bit and do that. Not naming names, any people you met full of themselves? Not really, no. Voice actors tend to be really, really nice for the most part. I think it's because it's such a social business. Like, you know, I can tell you personally from doing, oh my God, Drake Nell, dude. What the hell? Thank you so much. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, dude. That is very, very generous of you. Damn. Wow. I'm still here, chat. I'm still here. Hiding behind Majima. Here, Tom Hanks is pretty likable. I never met Tom Hanks. I didn't meet his wife, though. His wife is very nice. But no, I know from doing casting, like, you remember the voice actors that are the friendliest and the easiest to work with. Like, that tends to be a big thing. Like, I have very rarely worked with voice actors that were difficult or standoffish. I have. But I tend to push them out of my memory. We make a note in our database to never hire them again, and then we forget about them. So no, most of the voice actors I know are super friendly. The one thing you have to be prepared for, though, and I am not, because I know it sounds stupid being a streamer who's been on here for 5 years, but I am an introvert. Social situations do wear me out pretty fast, especially the older that I get. Voice actors talk a lot. I think it's Hollywood types. Hollywood types are kind of like always on. They're always putting themselves forward. They're always like, you know, I don't think any of them are trying to be really full of themselves, but they do talk about themselves a lot to get out the things that they've done, to get exposure for their projects, to let people know they're very active and successful and stuff. And I gotta say, in the days when I used to go into the studio and meet these people and talk with the directors and the engineers and stuff, it got exhausting. Yeah, and no, it comes with the territory. They have to be for the job. It's all networking. Anything, success in any kind of entertainment industry is about networking. So yeah, the successful ones are the ones that put themselves out there the most, let people know that they're doing stuff, they're busy, they've got these projects in the works, would love to collaborate on something, yeah. Voice actors project their voice so much it's scary. Anyway. Have to make an impression, yeah, exactly. I heard David the Hater is the sweetest. A lot of them are really, really nice people, yeah. Community I've consistently come back to, figure it's finally a place to get back. Well, thank you. That's very much appreciated, Drake Nelf. It will not go unnoticed, certainly. There's a lot I can do with y'all's generosity in terms of picking up new games and sometimes new systems to stream stuff from. My longest online friends know a certain VA. I've talked to them a little beforehand. Is really down to earth and nice. Music is familiar. Tengai Makyo Zero. This is... Holy shit, you nailed it. Holy shit, you actually nailed that. Terribly impressive. Need to be characters to sell you on the fact they can play a character, I guess. In a lot of cases, yeah, that's certainly true. It's also been interesting. I have given a couple... Not to be too full of myself, I have given a couple voice actors their starts and seen them get really, really big in the intervening years, and that's super cool. It is super cool to know that I had some small part in helping them like build their careers. Holy shit, I thought I'd be wrong. What? Chad has a catalog knowledge of obscure video games. Pretty impressive stuff. It's really something. Might and Magic 60 is, remember how once you get strong enough, you can run around fight dudes without going turn-based, no big thing? It's not an option in Might and Magic 6 unless you're massively OP. Rate of action refresh is incredibly slow out of turn-based mode. You go turn-based to get, wow, damn. That's a pretty big difference then. Because yeah, that made a huge difference. Are you responsible for Gianni? No, I am not. I don't even know who that is. I do not even know who that is. I just gave Terra stronger first roll. God, I wish I could say that. I wish. But yeah. It's cool. It's cool. It says so on Wikipedia. Well, they never lie. It must be true. But yeah, I've met a lot of really, really cool people doing VOs. And it's been neat to see how their careers shake out and the stuff they go on to do. Played through Tengai Makyo Zero years ago. It was really cool. Comedy Dragon Quest clone. I think you've talked about this before. This sounds very familiar. Why would somebody lie on the internet? Who would have thought, really? You don't deserve Gianni as a gift to the world. Speaking of gifts to the world, chat, Nintendo Power, for the longest time, was a gift to my world, and that is a gift that I give back to all of you in the form of the Power Hour. So, I think it's about time we start cracking in the magazine. I've noticed in chat, in between the other excellent conversation going on, people making note. Ooh, the Lost Vikings. Ooh, this game. Ooh, that game. I saw Freegalit sneak in earlier when we were bloviating about something. It's good to see you. But yeah, we should probably get on with it. Idea that Bubbles, Twilight Sparkle, and Truffles from Cartoon Chowder the same voice blows your mind. It's okay. Yeah, case in point. What's up, Chaos? Lost Vikings. Ooh. A long time since you played or saw that one. Somebody found an excuse to request it a couple months ago, and we played a little bit of it, if I remember correctly. I think I remember correctly. But yeah. Anyway, allow me at the 36-minute mark to formally greet you and welcome you all to May of 1993, volume 48. We've been through 47 volumes of this magazine, chat. That's not nothing. That is a significant amount of time that we have spent paging through Nintendo Power and playing the games we found there. But we made it to volume 48. This was a personal favorite of mine, and not because of the cover. This was a big volume for me, mainly because of Link's Awakening. I was very, very excited for Link's Awakening to come around. Not for Batman Returns. I didn't give a shit about Batman Returns. Batman really saw some shit today. He did. Hadn't graduated high school yet. I mean, in 1993, I was... I'm gonna do it, Chad. I'm gonna do it. In 1993, I was 10 years old. So... Do you need to wait until we start going through until I request something? Yes. I don't start the request until we get past the table of contents. That way people request things while we're on it instead of like loaded up at the beginning and then Batman was this not Keaton. I mean, it's either Keaton or like Nintendo Power got a hold of a suit and stuck somebody in it. But Keaton was Batman for OG Batman Returns, so. Michelle Pfeiffer killed his Catwoman in that movie. She was even better with the whip than her stunt double, which is impressive. That is impressive. And yes, she was really good in that movie. It was a weird-ass movie, but it was really, really good. Actually, wouldn't mind trying a random fan translate games that look kind of cool again, because I haven't done that in years. You should. You should. Sounds like fun. Hop to actor for a while. Yeah, it was Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, and then Batman and Robin killed the franchise for a while. And then it was Christian Bale for the Nolan trilogy, and then what's his name? Pattinson's the most recent one. Who was the one? God damn it! What's that guy's name? Who did like Batman v Super, the Snyder movies? Affleck, Ben Affleck. That's it. Thank you. In my head, I was like, Matt Damon? Is it Matt Damon? It's not Matt Damon. I should just say Matt Damon. Matt Damon was literally the only name I could think of at that moment. What's wrong with my friends? I don't know, Nintendo Power. I'm apparently 9. Batman Returns is really cool. Kind of reminds you of German expressionist cinema, but with superhero running around. That's a really good way to put it, honestly. Because, yeah, it is an intense and weird film. Like, more so than the first Batman, and that's saying something. Don't forget Batman the Animated Series. I mean, I'm just talking about the movies here. I'm just talking about the live-action movies. There's a whole... There's a vast array of Batman media out there with different actors. Bat Damon would be the shortest Bat guy. Not necessarily a bad thing. Totally forgot that Christopher Walken was in it as a bad guy. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Kevin Conroy is a goat. I think of who played him. Yeah, it's a shame. That's kind of the Batman that a lot of us grew up with, I think. The movies were the movies. I think they felt like kind of one-off things, and also the film Batman changed so much. But you'd always come back to the animated series week after week, and it was so good. It was so good and so impactful. So, also good evening, Ms. Roy. Good to see you there. But bad for Affleck because he seems like a really passionate dude for the materials and gets cast in absolute fucking garbage adaptation. Movies are cool. Conroy just was Batman for you. I gotta say, I understand that sentiment, but as I've gotten older, I've kind of moved to reject that idea more, that there's like one quintessential actor that defines a role. Because honestly, I feel like it ends up not being fair for the people who try to carry on the legacy of the character, you know? Yeah, Kevin Conroy did an amazing Batman. It's the Batman I remember from childhood. But I don't want to get stuck on that, you know? I don't want to be stuck in that space where I'm just constantly pining for that Batman forever. and I'm closing myself off to the possibility of like other actors who take on the role. So I know a lot of people get in that mindset that there was like the one great actor for this part and there'll never be another person like them, but I don't feel like that's really healthy for the properties, you know? So never pine for Batman Forever. I barely remember Batman Forever, honestly. Distracted for a second, came back to the movies, and I felt that was so profound. So remember the Batman animated series episode of the kidnapped kids where Batman had bad guy as Mercy and bad guy's like, everyone knows Batman doesn't kill him. Batman was like, I've never been so tempted before. The one, I mean, I remember a lot of animated series episodes. The one that I will never forget though, the one that is chief in my mind, the one that like, when I think of the animated series, I think of that one is the Joker gas one. Where Batman and the Joker end up facing off in that garbage dump at the very end. Like, holy shit. Didn't Forever have Alicia Silverstone? No, Batman and Robin did. Batman Forever was Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones were the villains, and they introduced Robin. And then Batman and Robin was Batman and Robin and Batgirl. You killed Captain Clown? God, it was such a good episode. Remember the one where the villain physically couldn't grow up and it drove him to crime and loss of his sanity, eventually winds up crying in Batman's arms? That was, what was her name? Like Dolly or something? The little girl that looked like a doll? I remember that one too. That one's a real gut punch. Yeah, the one called Batman and Robin is not the one that introduces Robin. It's the one that introduces Batgirl. Obviously. Baby doll, that was it. Thank you. Harley's Day Out was great too. I had a bad day once, kills you every time. That was a great line. That was a really, really great line. That was an incredible series. Just incredibly written, incredibly acted, like incredibly drawn, animated. Just everything about it was just spot on. Really amazing. Favorite episode was the one where Batman had a dream where his parents never died. I remember that one too. That's the one where he's that was the Mad Hatter, right? The Mad Hatter stuck him in like what he thought would be a perfect dream for him. I remember that one had like a lot of pathos at the end of that too. Cause the Mad Hatter, he didn't, it wasn't even for like evil purposes. He was just so tired of Batman fucking with him that he wanted to give Batman like a perfect world just so he'd stay out of his. And I remember that hit me pretty hard too. Cause he just breaks down at the end. Like, why wouldn't you accept it? Why can't you just stay out of my life? One version I feel like I didn't give a fair shot as a kid was The Batman. Was that the more... I think I remember that one. That one had kind of a weird art style, didn't it? Batman the Animated Series also completely redefined Mr. Freeze. Yeah, what they did with Mr. Freeze was pretty incredible, yeah. When Penguin decides to honestly try to go straight, he tries to mingle with the upper crust of society. They treat him like shit, so he lashes out. Yeah. Yep. They did so much with those characters. So much. Yeah, the one after Beyond, yeah. Batman ceases to exist the moment he stops having trauma. Hello, I can confirm Netflix, One Piece, and Castlevania are very good. Well, good. It's good to know, Arcane. Good to know. Could reminisce like this for an entire stream. I mean, honestly, I could too, probably. We could just go through episode by episode and just talk about how good they were. Has some weird ideas for Batman's rogues, also some really cool ones looking back. If I could find that, it'd probably be worth giving a try to. Now, since there's no like contemporary hate for it. Get this, he's a guy that dresses like a friggin' bat. Favorite Batman actors are probably Conroy Adam West. I really like Pattinson's Batman. I've heard Pattinson's Batman is really, really good. And listening to Pattinson's interviews about it, it seems like he really gets it. Like, it's really, like, If you never watched any of his, like, I think like GQ interviews about doing the Batman, it's really funny because he's like, yeah, Batman is fucked up. This guy is a mess, and I wanted to represent that in my performance. Genuinely excellent character actor. I agree. Yeah, strong agree. Killer Croc is really good. Their Clayface is really good. Joker is at the very least quite original. We stop saying good things when we get I've got Batman in my basement, though. I was just thinking, like, were there bad episodes of the animated series? I feel like there must have been, but they would have slid out of my brain, I think. I wouldn't actually remember them because I don't have space for anything but the good episodes. Mr. Freeze is the one that stands out the most. Series redefines several corny gag villains into terrifying and sympathetic three-dimensional characters. I would agree with that. For once, I'm okay with chatting about random stuff. It's like having the TV on when trying to rest, even if you're not specifically watching it. Soothing. I know, right? I think it's the reminiscing aspect of it, like bringing back all these fond memories from childhood. Some stinkers, but a lot of gold. Yeah. It makes me want to rewatch the whole series and actually take note of the ones that aren't as good as the others. I'm really trying to think if I can remember any. I feel like there was an episode with Man-Bat, and I feel like in my memory that one's just kind of whatever, because it's just a guy that turns into a bat. I don't remember any particularly interesting like ethical dilemmas or pathos there. Nonsense says Stephanie Meyer creeping the fuck out, which should be lurking on set. I've heard that too, yeah. I've heard that. Could do a watch party on Discord. That's a good idea, honestly. That is... Clayface in particular really resonated with you. The episode, I think it was the episode where they introduced him, because, like, Clayface's origin in the animated series was he got messed up by a pharmaceutical company, right? He was like an actor, and he was aging out of his roles, and a pharmaceutical company said that they could keep him looking youthful, but like the stuff he used was all messed up and turned him into Clayface. And I remember he wanted to get revenge on him, and Batman at the end like freaked him out by confronting him with all his different roles and stuff, and like goes nuts and but then like it turns out that's an act 2. Like I like the layers on that one. And then I think there's an episode where there's a second episode where he comes back because he's trying to like reconnect with his wife or something. I remember that one's really good too. Matt Hagen, that was it. Yeah, that was his name. Batman Clayface was clever. He was also kind of Batman's equivalent of Harvey Dent since he was around for a while before that. Okay. Pattinson Batman is a really solid film, especially like detective noir aspects. Does go on a bit long. There's a really solid chilling conclusion. It goes on for 30 more minutes. Clayface and Harley Quinn is amazing. I should check this stuff out. But for now, chat. For now. I think something like 20 minutes ago I said we were going to get in the magazine, and it kind of didn't happen. So, but I can make that happen now. I can make some progress, I think. I gave you the basic introduction to Volume 48, so let's go through the table of contents, see what we have to look forward to over the coming nights and weeks and, I don't know, months, depending on how attached you are to this issue. And then we'll get into it proper. So the Super NES feature this month has another one of those sections that has like just a bunch of games mashed into it, but it's Super NES sports games, and I don't really care. So hopefully we won't end up spending a whole lot of time on those. They do have the Lost Vikings. The first feature in here is going to be the Lost Vikings. I know some of you are very excited about that. After the sports kerfluffle, there is Shadowrun. And I am a huge fan of the SNES Shadowrun. It's one of my favorite games on the system. I did a full playthrough of SNES Shadowrun a long time ago. I'm not sure anyone even remembers that. I think it might have been before I got my Super NT, in fact. When I still had this, like, whole kit bash, like RCA cable to HDMI thing going on my original system. But we did play all the way through it. And I'm not gonna lie, I would not be against doing a full playthrough of it again if people wanted to see it. Seen on social media, in retrospect, you probably shouldn't go against writers in a contest if we can keep doing something longer while not making any money. Oh, man. A well-earned victory they have. Dumb thought if we get to Shadowrun, it'd be a cool idea to just dedicate either a full playthrough or a night comparing SNES and Shadowrun. That's not a dumb thought. You've had that one before, in fact, and I remember you mentioning it. And yeah, in lieu of a full playthrough, if people would like to do a side-by-side compare, well, it wouldn't be side-by-side, it'd be A then B. But if y'all wanted to compare SNES and Genesis Shadowruns, we could do that. I will tell you up front, though, it would not be a fair comparison, because I know SNES Shadowrun inside and out, and I know nothing about the Genesis one. So it would be me showing off all the cool shit you can do in SNES Shadowrun, and me flailing ineffectually in the Genesis one. So maybe keep paying and to keep going on Shadowrun to make it a full playthrough. If y'all want to do that, I would be down for that as well. Which one is better, SNES Shadowrun or Genesis? They're apples and oranges. They're very, very different. That's what people always tell me anyway. And just looking at screenshots and like, I've seen little bits of playthroughs of the Genesis one. There's very little similarity between them. Yeah. And then to round out the Super NES selection is, of course, Batman Returns. Keaton returns. Keaton Batmans it up some more. This Sega CD Shadowrun that has amazing box art, but sadly kind of blows. What does this look like? Oh, that's really nice, yeah. That is really cool looking. Now see if the game looked like that. Imagine a Snatcher Police Knot style Shadowrun. That would have been sick. Yeah, they really can't be compared. They really, really can't. All right, I've sealed the Dragon Crystal Prison. I'm ready for Nintendo. Good. Glad you made it back, Toast. We're almost ready to start. Theory would be really neat as a combination of Snatcher and Phantasy Star. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Phantasy Star style JRPG bits just ain't very fun. Yeah. Understandable. On the Game Boy, we got The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. We have done a full playthrough of this before. Significantly more recently than we did Shadowrun, so I'm not going to be angling for doing another playthrough of Link's Awakening, but we can certainly dick around with it if y'all are so inclined. Zen Intergalactic Ninja, hopefully better than the NES one. Ring Rage, which I guess is what's pictured there. Another wrestling game, I guess off-brand wrestling. And Great Greed, which I feel like I should remember, but I don't. I'm trying to remember what kind of game that is. My brain is telling me that it's not what I would expect. Like Great Greed sounds like it should be like a board game, or it's a video game. It's an RPG? Okay, yeah, that's it then. It's an RPG. Wait. Is it like a Sword of Hope style RPG? Because I remember when I was a kid and I got to that feature, that was like the last thing I was expecting. Saga-ish? Okay, yeah, I definitely wouldn't expect that. I Spy the Lord and Saber Kirby. Kerbo is back in Kirby's Adventure, and I fucking love Kirby's Adventure. We'll play as much Kirby's Adventure as you want. I will 100% Kirby's Adventure again if you so desire. I will do it on command. We also have the Incredible Crash Dummies, the less played with that, the better. And Super Turrican. I honestly didn't remember Super Turrican on the NES. I thought that was Super Nintendo only, so, As far as other features in the magazine, we got the old standbys, Nestor's Adventure, classified information, it's all the same. It's all the same Star Fox comic, except for what my dumb face is covering up. Which includes the 1992 Nestor Awards results at long last. I know some of y'all have been on pins and needles about that. And a feature on Super Mario Brothers the movie. And oh boy, I can't wait to go through that with y'all. To really relive the glory days of Nintendo cinema. Try some interesting stuff with the battle system. In order to shoot menus in favor of A attack and B blocking your map. You map your items to D-pad. Also, there's an environmentalism theme to Save the Ecosystem games for the Game Boy in one issue. Damn. Amazing that little brick of gaming could handle so much eco-friendly gaming. Mario, and Luigi Mario. Can we request a Super Mario Brothers movie? Watch party? We could watch party that, I suppose. One of the earliest JRPGs I know where your bro tag is bi. Interesting. Midway through, you get married and there's a same-sex option there, which is forward thing as hell for Game Boy games. Certainly is. Certainly is. Very much so. Rather be punched in my entire tech. Okay, to be clear, Manic is talking about the Super Mario Brothers movie, not the RPG stuff that Shadows is talking about. I want to make sure we're all clear. These are separate lines of discussion. Definitely don't want to get those all conflated. That would be unfortunate. All right. Anyway, chat. Look at this hate of brilliant art. It's interesting the movie made such great advances in graphical sweeps while also being absolute dog shit. It's like it's a surprising movie visually. There's a lot going on in the Mario movie visually, but yeah, narratively it is ungood. It is an unfortunate thing. All right, turning the page. We're getting into the magazine proper, and with this, I am opening up requests. If you see it on the page that we're on, if you can point to it on the page, we can play it. Hoskins does his best. Yeah, a lot of credit to Bob Hoskins, who I think he knew he was making a piece of shit, and he still gave it his all. Real dude was a real class act, for sure. Boomer's Adventure? Okay, Boomer. What if you movies that had Mojo Nixon in it? Who's that? Is this Last Bible 3? Sure is. You're 3 for 3 tonight, Shadows. Amazing. So what do we got here? Contest ideas. Our P.O. box was stuffed after we put out a call for Players Poll contest ideas in volume 44. Take a look at some of the best ideas, chat. Mojo Nixon played Toad. He's a musician. Okay, cool. Clue is on there, and there is a Clue video game. I mean, that's the whole point of the tie-in. It is there. And Eve alert! Shit, the deck! Brace yourselves! Brace for impact! Shields up! Engines to full! As a child, my parents never allowed me to see an orchestra. They said there was too much sax and... That's bad. Woo. Oh, God, that's bad. Oh, man. Mojo Nixon is a rockabilly punker, psychobilly singer. Psychobilly is a thing? Music was in Redneck Rampage and was the best at that. And Diva Alert shit the deck. Author of such classics as Elvis is Everywhere and Debbie Gibson is Pregnant with My Two-Headed Love Child. Amazing. Contest idea, don't mention Mario for an entire Power Hour stream. We should watch Clue as a watch chart. I hope somebody's making a list of all these things that we're saying we should do a watch party for. In fact, throw them in like feedback on Discord and I'll see about what I can make happen. Clue is so good. It's such a good movie. Psychobilly is a thing is great. Check out Reverend Horton Heat. That's a great name on its own, honestly. Really, want to play the Last Bible trilogy? Seem like neat titles. Shadows, you need a list. You need to start a checklist of all these things that you want to get into and just start going through them. I can tell you've got the time. You blasted through a bunch of Dragon Quest recently. Great movie and holds up so fucking well. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. It has some stellar performances in it. Tim Curry in that movie is just genius. He was one of the only appearances of Leaving. Is there a way to stream the Clue movie but randomize which ending we get? Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be really, really cool. Yeah, the home I remember the retail version has all 3 endings. And it's like they're presented in sequence, like it could have happened this way, it could have happened this way, but here's what really happened or something. Yeah, it'd be really cool if there was a way to randomize that. Maybe my next game's in the docket for looking at random fan translated games. Anyway, what would these idiots have for contest ideas? How about round trip tickets to a snowboarding championship for 4? Get to meet all the pros. After that, you get to ride and take lessons from the winner. You'd also get free Burton Nitro Avalanche snowboard. So I think Joe Purcell was just pushing this contest just for himself. I think he specifically wanted this. You're guessing Lufia for this one? We've talked about this game. This has come up from more than a couple people. I don't believe it was released in the West. It's not Lufia. It is not Lufia. It's not Pugsley Scavenger Hunt. There was a DVD of Clue where you could randomize the ending? Oh, shit. That's neat. The rare Japanese release of Fester's Quest. Man, that whole country didn't want that shit. Rejected it out of hand. Take the winner up in an SR-71 or another high performance plane that seats 2 and engage them in a staged dogfight. The bogies will be remote control planes and will be shot down with missiles or machine gun. Of course, there will be a trained pilot flying the plane, but the winner gets to shoot the guns. We don't like the idea, but our legal department really wants us to do it. That's amazing. Kid, the SR-71 is fucking unarmed, you dingus. It's not Energy Breaker. I'll let you have one. I'll let you have one more guess, and I'll tell you what it is. I think you should have a W Super WrestleMania Players Poll contest, grand prize with airfare, hotel accommodations, 2 tickets to WrestleMania 9. Wow, that was a long time ago. Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Okay, so that song's over. It was from Rudra no Hiho. Is that Treasure of the Rudra? I think y'all have talked about that before. Actually, Chris has a popular idea. Jeremy Brooks from St. Charles almost had the same idea. How about Mario Kart contest? The winner gets to take 5 friends to a real racetrack and run a few laps in go-karts. That's actually a decent idea. I think there should be a Star Trek Players Poll contest. The grand prize winner would win a trip to the set of the new Deep Space Nine series at Paramount Studios. There they could learn how Deep Space Nine works by having a tour of the place. The second prize winner would receive the Next Generation Game Pack. That's actually would have been kind of cool. I mean, someone got to see Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez. That's great. And yes, the contest winner featured here is for the Clue Murder Mystery Weekend. Took place at Seasons Resort in New Jersey at the end of January. Tim Martin flew in for the soiree along with his mom, a friend. A company of actors calling themselves Murder a la Carte played the roles made famous in Parker Brothers' classic game of Clue. The plot included not 1 murder, but 2, and Tim was unmasked, the brilliant computer whiz who was secretly working with Professor Plum, the second victim, who done it after 2 days of red herrings, bribes, accusations, and mayhem, not to mention carloads of circumstantial evidence. The true culprit was brought to justice. Mrs. White, the housekeeper. Apparently, Albert Body, the first victim, was too paranoid to hire a butler. A lot of good it did him. That's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. Now the young Armin Shimmerman, yeah. WrestleMania 9 was only a bit more than an hour. Imagine that today. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. Rudras, I mostly remember thinking the magic system was cool. You cast spells by typing out different combos of elemental prefixes and suffixes that you learned as you played to make your own custom magic with different effects. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, chat. We actually have a request. We have something to do. And it is Boomer's Adventure. What system is Boomer's Adventure on? Have we played this before? Do I know what this is? Have I done this? Have we played this? Is it Game Boy? Let me check the archive. Think you played this before? If I have, RetroArch will tell me. Oh, is that Boomer's Adventure in Asmic World? Oh, yes, we definitely have played that then. Not Booby Boys. Not Bomb Jack. Not Bokujo Monogatari. There it is. Yep, Boomer's Adventure in Asmic World. Can you play Booby Boys? No. Absolutely fucking not. Straight up no. Wow, I can't believe that song is from Bomberman 3. That's a really good track for Bomberman 3. Ding! Bokujo Monogatari is cool. You might know Harvest Moon won't be out in the US for a while yet. Yeah, I know. I know. That's why I went out of my way to mention it. Give me the cross. I need Jesus. I think it's just a key. I did it! I beat the game, chat. I'm a genius. I'm kind of reminded of Kingsfield. No, no take back, Shadows. It's obviously Kingsfield. Alright, what the hell do I do with these guys? I need Jesus after all these sound effects. Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. Boomer digs holes. Alright, but you gotta plan ahead. Actually, this might be a really bad idea. Maybe not. Wait, that guy digs holes. Everybody digs holes. What the hell, man? There we go. That guy also digs holes. What the hell, man? This is basically what? Get fucked, Squirmy. Wait, am I actually accomplishing anything? Oh, I just fell in my own hole. I'm a genius. Am I accomplishing anything? I guess I need the key. I guess somebody has the key. And I need to weasel it out of them by dropping them in a hole. Oh god, do I need to find it? Oh my god. Oh, no way. Do you actually have to dig up? Ow, I'm dead. Hankyo alien. Okay, so I actually have to bury them alive, is what you're telling me. Alright, we'll bury them alive. If that's the order of the day, who might argue? The worm guys apparently cough up bones before they die. I just got back. I can't believe this game about being a boomer exists. No, you piece of shit. Somebody fall in the hole. God damn it. No, what? No, no. No, you can't be serious. No! Damn, young people are refusing to let themselves get buried alive. Don't fully bury them, they'll dig themselves out. Can't be having that. They need to get off their TikToks and Facebooks and fall in my holes. Just getting a boomer character. Ah! No, crustacean man! Wait, did they come back? How the hell am I supposed to get the key to get out of here? How do I leave? Spare me this indignity. One of the monsters has the key. God damn it. That or it's buried. Oh god, please don't be buried. Yeah, the monsters respawn. That concerns me a bit. Oh shit, wait. No, he dug his way out. You're learning the horrible truth of the matter is all boomers do. That's not the key, that's a bone. Yeah, the key looks like the cross that Christ was crucified on. I can apparently turn myself into a clock now, though. That's pretty exciting. Bones or keys sort of to the right door. Composer did music for Kukur and Bloody Roar and Tekken. I mean, they had to start somewhere, right? Like, every composer started with something. Oh, it's telling you where the key is? Oh, I ran out. I think this guy has it. Wait, no, what the wait, what the fuck? Did you have it? Or was it just here in the ground? What the hell? What? No, you know what? Fuck it. I've had enough of this. That's enough of that. You know, the boomers can have this one. The boomers can keep it, I don't give a shit. Barf. Gross. Page turn! Actually, I'm gonna get out of the way so you can appreciate these guys in all their pure suit glory. Bloody Roar's intensely metal soundtrack, so I'm impressed. Lost Vikings is 100% Boomer's Adventure Run when you do it. Because I ain't fucking doing it. Okay, Boomer, that's more credit than I would give it. Box art is cute. Yeah, he was supposed to be... I think he was supposed to be Asmic's mascot, right? He was supposed to be a thing. And I guess he wasn't. Glad they didn't start with corporate music that only vaguely sounds positive but has no soul. Better composed for the Game Boy. Yeah. Japan, the character is straight up called Asmik-kun. Back when Blizzard was actually, like, not fucked up. I mean, this was way back. Long before Blizzard really resembled anything that we would have thought of as Blizzard. I mean, at the top, this is attributed to Interplay Productions and Silicon and Synapse. Hardy, bold, and tough as stone, they mounted the waves in their sleek ships and conquered the greatest civilization of their time, the Vikings. Interplay as the Lost Vikings may do for the action puzzle game category what the original Vikings did for Rome, which is to say, turn it upside down. 1 or 2 players control the 3 Vikings, each with his own special skills, and must work as a team, pass through 7 levels with multiple stages. Password feature lets you save your progress. I was there, Frodo. Yeah, I had, so after I got out of Konami, one of my dear friends, got out of Konami and went to Blizzard. And so I got some of the inside baseball on what was going on there when Activision took over. According to him, it really, like, Activision really was the death knell of the company. That's when things really started to turn sour for everybody. Obviously, Blizzard had some structural deficiencies in the people that they kept on and the people they protected. But as a company, as a publisher, a creator and publisher of games, Activision really did just shove a dagger through their heart. Good evening, Emerald! Once again, very invested in Silent Hill. Oh no, who would have thought? Konami mentioned the most perfect timing. Funny that, isn't it? You know I worked on Shattered Memories, right? I'm 99% sure I've mentioned that. Yeah, when I was at Konami, I was working on Shattered Memories. I got a lot of stories about Homecoming. Because Homecoming had a long tail on it, as it turns out. Because they tried to publish it in Japan, and Konami of Japan didn't want it. So that was like, yeah. I also got to find out why Origins was the way it was. Homecoming Story Hour! Were you responsible for secret endings? I wasn't responsible for any of the content. Unfortunately. So I was a QA tester at Konami. I was promoted to senior tester. So, and the lead tester for Shattered Memories early on in the project got shoved out by our absolute demon of a floor manager. So, and they never really replaced him. So I was kind of the de facto lead for QA on Shattered Memories. So we obviously weren't responsible for any of the content. We did provide suggestions on matters that we felt very strongly about, which were roundly and often aggressively rejected by Sam Barlow. I am not a fan of Sam Barlow, specifically because of my experiences working adjacent to him on Shattered Memories and what a giant pain in the ass he was. Yeah, that was my experience. Sam Barlow was a huge pain in the ass. Tom Hewlett, I always felt bad for Tom Hewlett because he really just wanted to keep the Silent Hill franchise going and healthy, and nobody wanted to help him on that. So I always really felt for him. The our QA floor manager feuded with him a lot for really no reason. She was just an awful person in general. Genuinely want to know why it was canceled in Japan. Oh, but Homecoming was never canceled in Japan. So during the QA process for Homecoming, the producers here in the US, Tom Hewlett, they would submit Homecoming builds to Konami of Japan to review before then passing it on for certification to be released in Japan, right? Every time they did, Konami of Japan would send it back with harder and harder to reproduce bugs. And it finally got to the point where Konami of Japan sent back Homecoming saying that they found a bug where if you played through the entire game 5 times in a row without stopping, without turning the game off, there was a 100% reproducible crash. And Tom was like, all right, fuck it. Never mind. You don't want it. Yeah. It was obviously bullshit. It was obviously bullshit. At that point, Konami of Japan was just making up blocker bugs so that they didn't have to put it through cert because they didn't want it. That's how hard they didn't want it. Tom didn't deserve any of that. Talked to him a bit of years ago as the only one who wanted Book of Memories to be an actual return to form Silent Hill game. Yeah. The franchise would have been in good hands with Tom if he had been allowed to do what he wanted to do, but there was too much interference and not enough budget. Yeah, no, it was pure spite. They did not want Homecoming at all. Can't blame them, the game is fucking atrocious. Apparently, I don't know if this is common knowledge or not, but also apparently with Silent Hill Origins, the deal with that is they originally contracted a different developer to work on it. And yeah, okay, so yeah, the story with Origins is they originally contracted a different developer and they wanted to go this weird, like, tongue-in-cheek black humor route with like all this absurdity and like parodies of like the previous Silent Hill games, and Konami just wasn't keeping track of what they were doing until like really late in development. When they saw what they were up to, they were like, holy shit, we cannot do this. So they ripped the game away from them and handed it to... Who was that? Was that Double Helix? That did Origins? Yeah, it would have been a Scrubs influenced comedy. Yeah. No, what they did was they tore it away from them. They handed it Climax. Okay, they handed it to Climax, and they're like, "Hey, do you think you could make a real Silent Hill game out of this?" And their Climax was like, "Sure." Konami was like, "Great, you have 6 months." And they were like, "Fucking what?" But they did it, and honestly, from that perspective, it's kind of a miracle that Origins is as good as it is. Yeah. No, Konami did not operate on reasonable human schedules. I joined Konami in April of... What year was that? 2008? 2009? I can't remember. I joined Konami in April, okay? And they said, we're gonna put you on the next Silent Hill game. And I was like, woo, exciting. We got the build in we got the first build in like early May. And it was the first level of the game. That was it. That was all they had. They had a functional version of the first level of the game. Like it wasn't even alpha yet. They were still like they were still building game systems. They were still building like the world transitions. It didn't have enemies or anything. And Konami was gonna publish it in time for Christmas. 8-month turnaround for a game that like had 1 level. Yeah, it was stupid. It was fucking stupid. So yeah, 8 months. Yeah. QA had 8 months to work on Silent Hill Shattered Memories, and it was not. It was barely functional when we first got a hold of it. I don't think you could play the game from beginning to end until like October, if I remember correctly. I think we started crunching really hard in October because we could finally finish the game. For what it's worth, I think Shattered Memories is neat. Shattered Memories was supposed... Okay, first of all, Shattered Memories is supposed to be a lot more than what it was. I got to see the pitch deck for it, and the game they pitched sounded amazing. It sounded really, really cool. They had a lot of ideas for how to manifest the main character's pathos and neuroses. They had a much more complicated system for the whole like psychological profiling thing that the game did. Yeah, the cold heart concept, including the profiling system actually having having a reciprocal impact on the puzzles themselves. Like you could solve puzzles different ways, and then that would factor into the psychological profiling system, which would then feed back into future puzzles and affect the available solutions to those, I think, remembering correctly. But because of the budget, because of the time constraints, that had to be watered down immensely to a system that kind of did the opposite of what it was supposed to do, honestly. I had a title that was supposed to go out in June, and in April it was still in alpha. Oh god. Devs were falling behind because the VP of the studio went over the producer's head and made a bunch of last minute design changes last fucking minute. Told everyone else to figure out a way to make it work. Then was confused as to why we fell behind schedule. Fucking awful. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Shattered Memories has one of the strongest Silent Hill stories. The gameplay can be somewhat iffy. Yeah, I genuinely like the story in it. I like the take. But yeah, the gameplay was severely lacking. And that's actually what brought me to this topic in general. Shattered Memories told me I was bad in bed. We actually sent feedback to Climax that the game wasn't scary. We pointed out that because the transitions between worlds were so conspicuous, because there were only enemies in the frozen parts of the world, because the psychological profiling system didn't really do anything, we were concerned that people were gonna criticize it for not being scary. And Sam Barlow himself wrote paragraphs in response to this, defending his idea and basically telling us to shut the hell up and mind our own business. Lo and behold, game comes out. Chief criticism is it's not scary. So, listen to your QA, folks. Your QA fucking knows what's going on, and it is to your detriment to ignore them. Yeah, exactly. If you don't listen to your QA, well, no, I will tell you why you have QA and you don't listen to them, because you can blame everything on them. Anything that goes wrong with your game, you can blame QA for not finding it or not properly documenting it. And you can do that whether or not you're actually listening to them. As we feel as a collective, you aren't that entertaining. Try and be more entertaining. Okay, buddy. Yes, constructive feedback is a thing for a reason. And unfortunately, some creators are just not attuned to it. They're not prepared. Look, here's the thing. Here is what I've learned from working in live service games for 13 years. You cannot be precious about making games. Video games are not your baby. Every single step of the process is a collaborative effort. And it benefits from that. The more people that are involved, the more people that have a say, the more people that come together to make decisions in the design process, the better your game will be. The fewer voices that you have, you know, within reason, of course. You need talented developers. You need people knowing what they're doing. But you also need those people to understand when they need to listen to other people. And that is how we work in localization. All of our projects are communal. We have trained our team so that anyone can work on anyone else's game. We want people to feel ownership over their projects, but we don't want them to be precious about it. We don't want them to like silo themselves. Because the bigger projects, you can't function like that. There's too much work to do. So yeah, we've been working that way for 13 years, and it has been a huge boon to us. And it's been good for me on a professional and creative level, because I am not precious about my writing anymore. I will write something, I will hand it to somebody, they will tear it apart, and I will thank them for it. And I will learn from the experience. I do not get defensive about things. Because you can't. You simply can't. You are not the only voice. You are not the only person working on the game. You do not get to impose your vision on a video game. You just don't get to do that. So, say no to silo. It's a good devs and designers do. Thank you for breaking my shit. It helps make it better. Exactly. It speaks to a greater issue that I think a lot of people overlook, is that ideas are not meant to be put up on pedestals. Ideas are not put forth to be worshipped and revered and deferred to. Ideas have to be challenged because they have to stand up to scrutiny. Okay? An idea that falls apart the moment somebody like pulls at one thread on it is not an idea to pursue. Or at least in that form. It's something that needs further refinement or reinforcement or something. And that's true of anything. It's not just video games, it's not just work. Ideas deserve to be challenged. And if they don't stand up to the challenge, it's time to go back to the drawing board. I actually need more street slang. We need to broaden your demographic. Ever hear about how Subnautica handle feedback? It was cool. Having a feedback button that records where players put their basic feedback in a simple, I like this, I dislike this system. That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Somewhat similar to the system that I have here on this channel, such as it is. Does QA ever find a bug and go that this is going to be great for speedrunning, leave it in? No. We report everything. Good QA reports everything. It's up to the devs to decide if they want to leave stuff in. And for my money, I have never seen a dev go, lol, that's great for speedrunning, leave it in. Looks like Sega axed hyenas. Fair had a little confidence, creative assemblies to swing for Total War, make a battle royale again. I only found out about that game today when I heard it had been canceled, and I have no idea what to think about that. I love when a product team or dev thanks me for handing them a pile of dreams and log files from bugs and design issues. As your writing sucks, start angrily typing more often caps lock instead of exclamation points. Thank you, Emerald. Thank you. May I have another, please? Sometimes you get amazing one-man projects like Yumi Nikki's or Cave Story, even then I almost certainly feel like they at least had feedback from their friends. I feel like any project is going to benefit from feedback. I mean, yeah, you get, like, Yumi Nikki was probably one person just working through their issues through the medium of game design, honestly. And I mean, it worked in terms of creating a cult following, but in the wider gaming space, I'm not sure I'd even really call Yume Nikki a great game. Because I don't think that was the point, really, you know? And I think I think you can separate some games in those terms. Like, some games are not looking to be great games. They're meant to be very specific experiences. Interactive art pieces. Yeah, exactly. And in that sense, I think it's more important that the creator does impose their vision on the game and puts out what they want. They actually see their vision through. The important thing is 99% of people who try to make games are not auteurs. They are not making an artistic statement. They want to make something that's popular and or fun. And that's not how you do that. If you want to make a great game, it has to be a collective effort. You know? I mean, I'm pretty sure Concerned Ape, the Stardew Valley guy, did not work in a vacuum. Yes, he is the solo dev for that game, but I'm pretty sure he had people QA it. I'm pretty sure he had feedback on it. A lot at this point. Like, he didn't just birth that game whole and complete and polished from his ass. Duke Nukem Forever is an art game? Yeah, it's up there with Piss Christ. Yume Nikki is fucking boring. I said as a person who literally considers it a part of their soul because of how relatable it is. No, yeah, Yume Nikki is not good as a game. It is very good as a statement. It is very good as a window into someone's psyche. But that's not what most video games are, and that's not what most video games should be either. He blogged the development? He did, didn't he? Yeah. He had a thread on something awful about the development. Yeah. Also, the dude that made House of the Dying Sun did too. Yeah. Eventually brought on others to help the dev cycle. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Video game. I think I can't really say more than any other media because, like, I feel like film is up there as well. But really, like, really all media needs to be a collaborative effort. Writers need editors. You know? It is vanishingly rare, extremely rare, for a writer to just sit down and pen an entire novel and ship it off and it be a fucking award winner. Writers need editors. Artists need nobody. Artists need moral support. Artists need people to convince them that their work doesn't suck, because I've never seen any creators that are harder on themselves than artists. Artists need hugs. I can see. I got you, buddy. I understand. And yes, artists need some financial support too, definitely. You heard that, George Lucas? You need an editor. I'm waiting for my all of you creators out there. You get a big old Oddish hug right here. Come on, bring it in, bring it in. And you know what? I'll even go you one better. All you non-artists too, you get a hug too. I don't know art, but at least I also don't know what I like. We're gonna throw it on Blue Sky talking about how allergies are just mental and you can choose not to be allergenic. Huh, fascinating. Aren't we all, Chaos? Aren't we all? We probably don't choose to put it in such terms, but yeah. Art is cool. Can't wait to get to film school after graduation because I'm overly ambitious. I think you'll benefit greatly from that, Emerald. I am excited for you on that count. Yarn crafters need storage space. Exactly, exactly. Everybody needs somebody. Hey, look, when Obama went out there and said you didn't build that, he was right. He was right. The conservatives lost their fucking tiny minds, but he was right. Everybody needs somebody. This is why I come here to hang out and vibe and talk shop. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. We haven't gotten terribly sidetracked in a long time, and it honestly feels very liberating right now. I promise I'll play the Lost Vikings tonight. But, okay, cool. But yeah, it's honestly nice to get on a tangent for once. I've been very driven lately. I've been feeling like actually finishing stuff on stream. I've been, you know, I wanted to get through Harmony of Dissonance, because it fits so conveniently into that 3-day space that we had. I was very driven to get through Might and Magic 7 because I was loving it so much. You're gonna hate it. Come here strictly for that. Games are fun. I like talking to you all. It's nice, especially when Fury calls me a fetus. Well, you are, buddy. You are. In relative terms, of course. Those of us with one foot in the grave, we have to get our levity however we can. It's nice to go on a tangent for once. I mean, look, when was the last time we went really, really far afield while playing a game? Or not playing a game, such as it is? Like, I can't remember, honestly. I was extremely focused when we were playing Might and Magic 7. More like Whole Torso in the Grave. Giant piles of Dracula parts demand your attention. Yeah, it's been a while, right? It's been a while. I mean, we have spent a lot of time on recent Nintendo Power issues, but that's because we just played so much stuff. We would occasionally get off on tangents. Not really tangents so much as actual like content discussions, but not like this where we just kind of sat and vibed and talked about other stuff going on. Not single Dracula parts in your area now. Reminds me at some point I'm gonna be helping some med student friends of my brother's study because it turns out they're actually working on school stuff about my medical condition. Weird allergy. Oh, nice. That's promising. Casually mentioned you have a real medical condition. 3 med students are like, holy shit, help me study. Oh my god. Shadows. Wow, you're so popular, Shadows. That's exciting. This is really nice. I think I actually needed this. Like, even though I had the day off today, I shouldn't keep qualifying it. I had the day off today. That doesn't mean or excuse anything. But yeah, I think I needed a stream like this to just kind of talk, just kind of hang out. I've been doing a lot lately. Work has been very, very busy. We can pretend this is game man. I could dig out my old Super Nintendo minutes. I have been thinking, that'll be $300 for each of us playing therapist. You have a day off for no booze? I finished it. I finished the booze. I got through it. Also, I have to get up early tomorrow to take my kids to school anyway, so. Should go completely insane, I guess. I have been thinking about document camera solutions. I have been thinking about doing something so that we could do manual nights where y'all can actually see what I'm talking about instead of me awkwardly holding it up to the camera. And that way I could also do stuff like show you like cards, show you like some actual magazines, like the physical magazines. I've been pondering some solutions. I have some space here off to the side of my desk. I could do a little something here. Have alpha-gal syndrome. It's an allergy to sugar protein non-primate mammals called alpha-galactose. Really fucking weird how people obtain house carry it's passed by tick bites, huh? Alpha-gal syndrome sounds like something a Manosphere subreddit came up with. Something about certain types of ticks passing on something that makes my immune system go fucking mad whenever I eat mammal-based meat. Interesting. You have fax machines so you can just fax it. Eat birds every day. Heard that? Bit by a tick. No more burgers. Oh. Wow. Man, tick bites are crazy. It is crazy how much of a detriment they can be to your life and well-being. Ticks do suck, dude. I mean, oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, you clever fuck. No more beef, no more pork. Wow. Cannibalism's totally okay. Okay, cool. You're not totally shut down. New subscribers to the tick bite that makes you a vegetarian, huh? Couldn't eat beef or pork. All my protein I like to eat is gone. You don't do chicken? Chicken is so good. There's so much you can do with chicken. I could totally survive off chicken and fish. I'd just eat sushi for the rest of my life. Hot damn. Earlier I was trying to record Silent Hill Homecoming gameplay as test. Obviously the PC port is fucking broken. OBS wasn't recording. And recommended any HDMI splitters and cheap capture cards. So wait, what's it? Hang on. What system are you gonna play this on? Because if it's a PS3, I have an extremely specific suggestion. Do I support my local possums? I like chicken fried and covered in pasta sauce or spicy sauces. I like Beyond Meat more than Beyond Meat is actually really good. It's actually legit. PS3. Okay, yeah. I have a very specific. Hang on one sec. I have something for you. All right, Emerald. Here's the deal. You need a powered HDMI splitter. It has to be powered. It has to plug into the wall itself. This is the one that I have. A Kitsy 3D 1080p HDMI splitter. You can see that? See that? Looks like that. Yes. I got mine on Amazon. It should still be there. Now, here's the deal. The reason these are powered, I think, honestly, at this point, they manufacture them specifically for the PS3 because the PS3 has, what is it called? HDCP? High definition copy protection, where if the PS3 detects that it is not plugged into a normal TV or monitor, it will scramble the signal, which is why you can't use normal capture cards with a PS3. However, powered HDMI splitters strip the HDCP signal, but it has to be powered. It has to have its own power source. It's unavailable. Okay, don't panic. Don't panic. The original one that I was suggested was also unavailable, and I found this one myself. Honestly, if you find any powered HDMI splitter, it should work. And if you look in the comments for it, you should find some people commenting, hey, does this work for PS3 capture? And other people will say, yeah, it works for me or whatever. So, but no, that's the go-round with these things, is some Chinese company will start producing them. Sony will crack down on them. It will become unavailable on Amazon. And then some other Chinese company or the same Chinese company under a different name will start producing more. So it's just a little runaround that you have to do to get one of these. But yeah, if you want to do any kind of streaming or capture from a PS3, this is all you need. I am, for the most part, a technical idiot when it comes to streaming, but that is one thing I am an expert on, because I wanted to use that PS3. That's a real Chinese democracy. Oh, Dre, did you find one? Yep, that'll do it. If it's powered. Includes power supply and USB. Yeah, that'll do it. I first got AGS like 5 or 6 years after the first recorded case, so nobody knew how it worked. That's so interesting, Shadows. That's so weird. 2020, the FDA approved genetic modification of pigs without alpha-gal. And that's the thing for organ transplants now? Huh, interesting. As for capture cards, anyone knowing non-Elgato cheap ones? I can't help you there because I use an Elgato. I use an internal Elgato. And it's been good. OBS OBS is a little grumpy with it. Elgatos are kind of designed to be used with their own proprietary software, but their own proprietary software is crap. At least it was when I got mine. So with some finagling, OBS will accept it just fine. I mean, I do all this stuff through an Elgato, so. Quality-wise, it's probably worth doing. Fun fact, Elgato is Spanish for the gato. B&H Photo Video are awesome. They have all kinds of pro hobbyist gear. Nice. I've never actually been to that site. I did not know they existed, but I'm gonna check them out now. When I'm in the need for some fringe hardware. Yeah. I guess we could get into playing the Lost Vikings. Doesn't necessarily preclude conversation. I don't know that we really need to read through all this. I think those of you that are interested in the Lost Vikings already know what's up. 3 Vikings got hoovered up by aliens. Olaf the Stout, Balrog the Fierce, Eric the Swift. They all have their own things that they're good at, like blocking or running. The Viking Conquest section down here talks about the different things that they do. If I was given a blank check and had to outfit a TV station, B&H is where I would go first. Really hoping I record Homecoming, Shattered Memories, and Downpour on the original hardware. Tried emulating Shattered Memories and it works fine. Win indoors at least, the other world changes. Fucking murder OBS. Oh, do they? Interesting. The key art for this is very good, yeah. It's extremely, extremely expressive, yeah. Being outside in the game destroys OBS. Oh, probably because of the snow effects, yeah. But this is what the levels look like. Stages 1 through 4 are on the Spaz Sipe, the spaceship. Stages 5 through 10 are in prehistoric times. 12 to 17 are in ancient Egypt. 18 to 25 are in a factory, I guess. Shit gets just straight up weird in 26 to 33, and then 34 to 36 is the final space levels. Stages are very puzzly, and you need to swap between each Viking to use your abilities to get all 3 to the end, and I do mean all 3, yeah. Let's go ahead and play it. Let's go ahead and start this up, shall we? Actually, listening to this makes me just want to play some SimCity. The AGS is like some tick bites mammals with alphagal in their bloodstream. When they bite humans, the alphagal from their previous meals enters humans. Sometimes your immune system is associated as a dangerous foreign thing. Huh. I had no idea. Huh, that's interesting. I did not know there was a Lost Vikings 2. Did you know they made a sequel to this, chat? Also, in the second expansion for Titan Quest, you're basically fighting through the Norse pantheon, so you kill a bunch of Vikings. So this is gonna be kind of weird for me, because I have been beating the shit out of some Aesir. I remember this name. That one less so.
Kick it.
Kick it! Give me that new game. It was fucking weird that cancels South Park a Lost Vikings clone on GBC and the publisher ended up changing the sprites and releasing it as a Mary-Kate and Ashley game. Are you serious? My name is Eric the Swift. I can run like the wind and leap tall huts in a single bound. Also, my baby is fucking huge. It's time for me, Balog, and Olaf to go hunting. Have a nice day, honey. Wait, did you just introduce yourself to your wife? I think you did. I'm not controlling this, by the way, as a cutscene. I am Olaf the Stout. Your child is also fucking massive. I can block anything with my shield. That's nice, dear. Get the fuck out of the house. We're gonna check in Lost Vikings 2 where everyone keeps calling the wolf. As every animal under the sun but a wolf. I am Balog the Fierce. I am the toughest Viking in the land. No one can defeat me. Nobody cares, honey. Come back for dinner. Or don't. I don't really give a shit. Tarian Concordat 2nd Lancer's Battle Mech Lance has been painted. Nice. Good stuff. Good job, idiot. The 90s was a different world. So I think this is meant to be the tutorial. I think they're showing you all the different capabilities of Der Vikings. This guy has the biggest chin. This guy has surpassed Jay Leno in chin. That's fucking weird. There's, oh yeah. They just kept repurposing it for different games. Holy shit! You just wrapped around the world somehow. Alright, everybody remember which house is yours. Everybody remember which wife is yours. Another successful day of hunting. Well, I mean, if there were floating cuts of meat in the air, hunting would be pretty fucking easy, wouldn't it? Life is good, I hope something. I sure hope I don't get abducted by aliens and forced to puzzle my way through 40 levels. The music is a bop. Can't deny it. South Park game somehow became Maya the Bee in a Mary-Kate and Ashley game. Something weirdly appropriate about that, I think. I think one of the most interesting things in gaming history to me is how Japanese games were resprited and repurposed for the Western audience. Like, I always enjoy that. When we play something on NES and y'all are like, actually, it was this game in Japan, and we check it out and it looks and feels completely different. Like, that poor Ranma 1/2 fighting game that got turned into, Doomsday Warriors or whatever the hell it was. Battle something. What's up, Hydro? Yeah, no, this is the prequel, actually. This is the prequel to OG Hooray. How you doing tonight, buddy? Good to see you. Remember that sexy clown strut? Oh, yeah. Guys, I have a bad feeling about that. This. Not that, this. You can get hints if you stand next to these buttons and press X. Okay, I don't think we want to go up there. Battle, I pushed it out of my mind because it was so bad. All of us must reach the exit to escape. Press L or R to switch with my buddies. Okay. There we go. Boom. It ripped to a real one. Okay, so that just switches your thing. Good thing this old wooden shield can deflect laser blasts. What are we doing here? I don't know. Will you guys just shut up and follow me? Good things, try Cyberpunk got very overwhelmed by noise and light. Hope you're well. I'm good. I'm good. Definitely not overwhelmed. Just lost Vikings, zing. I never got very far in this game. Select an item, press select, and then move your flashing box over the item, press select to exit. Okay, cool. Use the selected item, press X. I think I'm actually supposed to proceed with this dude, because he has a shield. Press A to push buttons, flip switches, and talk to other characters. I think I can talk to this guy. You look awfully happy. What are you? I am Afteek. Are you the janitor? What's a janitor and how do I get out of here? You must destroy the ship's computer. This is not a ship. What is a computer? Never mind, you must find bombs to blow it up. Okay, cool. Teach me terrorism. Post screenshots of the games that are repurposed in the Discord if you're curious. Cool, thank you. Yeah, buddy, you might be there for some time. This guy also walks with his whole head. Stand on the elevator and move up or down. Okay, cool. We got bombs. Okay, that's how you crush through things. You're 30% Shin, you'd walk with your whole head too. If I was 30% Shin, I would scream. The horror. Balog the Fierce is a stud. He can use his arrows to toggle switches as well as defeat monsters. Shoot an arrow, press Y. Okay. He's a stud. Alright, stud, let's get moving. Days before the South Park game was gonna ship through careers, basically said not sure if it's a good idea. But South Park game on a system with install base mostly children, they don't visually indicate what the adult content would be like. It got canceled. Graphics of this guy changed to whatever licenses the claim had laying around. That's so funny. Trade an item, press select, and then B over the item. Now go to the item to select a Viking, press select exit. Okay, yeah. Not really necessary. I need you to, there we go. Blow that shit up. Boom! Oh, okay. I'm sure this is fine. Croutonian security will be looking for you. You will only survive if you work as a team. So the aliens are called Croutonians. Huh? Hey, that's actually pretty simple. They hate Saladinians. Saladinians? Whee! Super into it. He fucking loves this shit. Ahaha, okay. Physical copy of Stick of Truth that came with a big Cartman doll for some reason. He looks so pissed off about this. Totally the opposite of no, oh shit. I hope I didn't need that other bomb. Fuck, did I just ruin the entire level? Game over screens in GBC South Park were kind of funny, or just being Kenny dying complete with digitized crunchy. Oh my god, they killed Kenny. Did I lose? Does this guy have plumber's crack going on? I think he may very well. Oh shit, I just got shot in the ass. My curvaceous exposed ass. Shit. He's a stout, so of course he does gross shit in the 90s. I like the little gravestones for these guys. Rip poor alien. I mean, at least it's not Booger Man. I am not looking forward to Booger Man showing up in the magazine. That's gonna be a miserable experience. Stick close to me, I will lead the way. Oh, the stout is not a piece of meat, Oddish. He is to me. Eric the Swift is a tough head. He can bash enemies and knock down certain barriers by pressing Y while running. So he can. It's probably not good for his brain meats, but you know what? We do what we can. Forgot about the password system. So many games from this era had password systems. It was always a pain to keep up with. I had a little notebook. In fact, I think I saw the pages from it that had all the different passwords for different games. There's an Majime video, very cute. Yeah, 4-letter password is not bad at all. Operate teleporter, stand there, press A. Beam me up, snotty. I'll have the stout can use the shield as a hang glider while falling position the shield above his head by pressing B. Unlock a keyhole. The correct key must be used. Stand next to the keyhole, select the correct key from your inventory and press X. Key get. He to be one of the aliens that all the Crutonians have been talking about. These Crutonians, why did they bring us here? Tomator, the evil Crutonian ruler, is collecting unique life forms to display. He's a menagerie guy. Fucking menagerie guys. More than codes in this game are mnemonics for the level they're from. No kidding. That's cool. I always liked in, I think it's Worms 2, the codes for the levels are, they spell out a story. TLPT is for the teleport level. Nice. Oh, y'all didn't know that? Yeah, the codes for Worms 2, like it's an entire story that they broke up into like 8-letter codes, I think. Yeah, neat little gimmick they had there. Olaf can help Eric to jump higher by letting him stand on his shield. Okay, cool. The hell is that? Oh god, it shoots. I don't know what that is either. I was gonna say, there better not be fall damage in this game. That would be a sad little monkey. Shit. I need firepower. Score. He is pretty swift. I'll give him credit. If I bash one more wall right now, my head will explode. I got dibs on this helmet. Okay, but I guess boots. Great to have such good friends. Cute writing in this. Definitely cute writing. Grind? Are we getting on Grinder here? These guys forget about their wives already? Aliens. Need these aliens on the same side. There we go. That'll work. We don't want to go that way. I got a tomato. I wonder... Oh no, you're probably supposed to go across there, aren't you? Whee! That would be the eponymous grinder, I suppose. Oh, and I think that might have sent the elevator up for them? Oh, it did! Look at that. It's one of those games that's gonna make me feel like a genius, chat. Alright, let's get rid of this guy. Oh, shit! Whoa! Alright, we saved that. You're the smartest! Okay. Oh, no, 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 I don't want... Oh, ow. Oh man, he died. That sucks. Well, okay, how the hell are you supposed to do that part then? Yeah, that's the one thing that annoys me about this game. And I kind of get it. Like, I kind of get it. Like, you can still run around the level to explore and figure out, like, what you were supposed to do or whatnot. But it sucks that the level becomes unwinnable when one of your dudes dies. Ah! Just jumps straight into it. So I guess we need those boots, huh? Fix that problem in trying is still annoying to have to run back to a checkpoint. We died, chat. We all died. Yes, I would like to try again. Yes, I would like to try again. Welcome back to the land of the living. Where I suppose you can get hoovered back up into an alien spaceship. Did lose those Vikings. I lost the shit out of those Vikings. Wee. Wee. Screwed that up. Alright, huzzah. Alright. Been a while, a few weeks for gaming. All the different new releases and whatnot. I guess there is a lot going on, isn't there? Forgot the tomato. You know what? They can keep the tomato. I won't miss the tomato. Oh, Unity and Epic losing their minds? Alright, so I think the thing we do is we just, yeah, we just gotta scoot across here. Okay. And then I think we want to give this to him. Oh, okay, we need to actually use it. Okay. Oh shit, no, don't. Wait, did the boots apply to everybody? Oh no, they turned them off. Okay, cool. Okay, this was not the smart way to do this, but I still did it. What did Epic do? Oh, Epic laid off a bunch of people. Just despite making record profits, they just laid off a whole bunch of people. A lot of good people too. Sold off some of their holdings, like SoundCloud. Yeah, like 19% of the staff or something. Bandcamp, that was it. Bandcamp. Although you defeated death is not your fate today, return to the land of the living. You guys sure you want to go in there? Maybe it leads back home. It's the only way we find out. Let's go. Oh yeah, this looks super promising. Hey, I got some Mode 7 graphics in here. Oh, somebody think they're poor, starving quarterly profits. No. No, I won't. No, I don't think I will. Limo? That was intense. Yeah, what a ride. I think I'm gonna be sick. Oh boy. A leader says there's only one way to find out. Brilliant. Borf, 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 borf. Ow, okay. That is not a smart person way to do that. I guess we might as well run this guy down here and get this stuff. And... what the hell is that, anyway? I guess I better figure out what it does, like, at this point. Okay, some kind of screen clear. I guess. Super boom. Ha! I blocked myself. Okay, I think I'm gonna need him over here. It was interesting. I've been either gotten fed up or bored with it as a kid. It is a neat game. I am enjoying this. Okay, I don't know what that does. I guess let's find out. Oh, it gives him extra life. Okay. There we go. Okay. Should have given it to Sword Guy? Yeah, probably. I didn't know what it did, though. You have to be a certain proximity. Everything in this world wants those Vikings dead. Who the hell is in prehistoric times building these doors anyway? It's probably Joe and Mac, those fuckers. Aliens! I guess you gotta get the ham. Now that I'm actually spending some time with this is really fun. This is a neat little game. Aha, we did it. Wow, first try. I'm rather pleased with that. Vikings aren't well known for being neighborly. It's nice to be outside again. Those blue lizards are kind of cute. Yeah, when they weren't trying to eat us. Yeah, after we murdered them. I guess that kind of took the edge off. Password, flot. Well-crafted puzzle platform with some decent character to it. Yeah, these guys are neat. I like them. I probably don't want to jump down there. The ability split is interesting. No, you're a flot. I wonder... Oh, there's a big meats over there. Oh god, that's gonna hurt. Okay, that's not though. Okay. Aha! 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 Neat. Okay, cool. That worked out. Dinosaur! That's kind of creepy looking. Oh man, I really wanted to make that guy go into the lava. I really thought I could make that happen. Very Metroid looking chest, yeah. Alright, this Sonic looking motherfucker is getting on my nerves. There we go. You're tired? That makes two of us, buddy. Been a long day. Guess we better get Swift Guy back up here. Weird playing a platformer where only one character can jump and that's okay. Of course, I play platformers where you can't jump at all, so not that weird. Haven't felt sick dizzy has been the hardest to keep your balance today. There we go. Yeah, that sucks. That definitely sucks. By Frankenstein's monster? Yeah, I know that feeling. When you feel just kind of disoriented and out of it, and you just want to feel normal again. That's the worst. I really think that's the worst with any kind of illness or thing. Oh god damn it. Man, I bet it was right by I bet this was the exit too. I bet it was right here. Oh, you get no iframes in this, huh? I mean, it had to be. This is the corner of the map. If I had just gotten past those guys. Alright, well, I think that's probably going to do it for the Lost Vikings, then. That's the one drawback to this game. Like, it's really fun. It's really enjoyable. It has a really nice flow to it until you die at the very end of a level, and you're just like, I don't want to do all this shit again. I really don't. Friend of the family recently came down with a nasty case of vertigo. Turns out it was a virus. She says power through it. God, a virus that gives you vertigo? God, that's messed up. That sounds super miserable. Yeah, I hope she gets through it real quick. So I made it to... Where did I made it to? All right, so that was stage 5. So I made it to stage 6 then. Okay. Stage 6 out of 36. Amazing. Get vertigo when I'm sick. I just didn't know what it was until now. Oh, really? Okay. So this has actually been a thing for a while. Turns out there are a ton of weird, really different things that give you vertigo. Yeah, turns out your center of balance is super sensitive. And it's really, really easy to mess it up. You were designed really poorly for some reason. I've heard somebody once said like our knees are like the worst designed joints in history. Like they are so badly put together. My dad has mechanical knees now. He had surgery to replace both of his knees, so now he has cyber knees. He did ask for this, and he's quite pleased with them at this point. Replace inner ear fluid with gyros, dude. If we ever reach that point, if we ever reach that point, I like to think that it would be a boon for us. But then you just have to get like, instead of going to the doctor, you just have to get like yourself tuned up is the thing. Like you'd have inner ear gyros, but they need to be replaced every 5 years or 500 miles or whatever. Our backs are terribly designed as a holdover from an awkward transition to walking upright. Might have to get a rib removed due to thoracic outlet syndrome. So let's add that to the list. Sure, yeah. I mean, you think bones? They can replace bones, right? Give me a cyber rib cage. Signs are really let us down with the cyborg part development. I mean, we have neat prosthetics. It's just, I think the thing is we don't have prosthetics that enhance us past our current capability. We're still working with prosthetics that are stop gaps for missing parts. I think once we hit that point, once there's a point where there's actual value in replacing a part with a cyber part, that's when I think things will really take off. Knees suck, bodies are designed really bad for birthing, spine keeps crushing itself. Yeah, we're messes. We're the lemons of the evolutionary world. Gotta be careful how much you bone you replace. You start making. Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, you can't miss out on bone marrow, right? We replace our eyes when they come with automatic sunglasses. I mean, they gotta. Just get those little things on the side that go like. Bzz, bzz. That's what I really want. That's what I really, really want. Want nanomachine blood? Kojima, get on that. Oh, God. Oh, I remember that. Okay, so this is where it starts, huh? This is where it starts. So I think possibly from this issue, from the May 1993 issue, they start having the sports scene feature every issue. And I don't need to tell you, I skipped over this every issue. I just did not give a fuck. Give me NBA Jam already. What do we actually have in here? Yawn, I know, right? Super NBA basketball takes pro title. Torrance, California. Hey, that's where I'm from. First Super NES sports title from the sports experts at Tecmo's arrived. Tecmo Super NBA basketball. Okay, that's great. Playing the NBA, Super NBA, basketball spotter. Coming soon on the Super NES, aquatic games, bionic volleyball, Brett Hull hockey, F1 Grand Prix, F1 ROC 2, Jaguar XJ220, excuse me, Jaguar. Legends of the Ring, Mecha Robot Golf, Monday Night Foosball, MVP Foosball, NFL Quarterback Club, Sports Illustrated Football, baseball, Super Double Dribble, that's where you dribble on yourself from both corners of your mouth, Top Gear 2, and WWF Super WrestleMania 2. Do you like that basketball that went super aggressive on Mode 7? You know what, that one was actually pretty decent. That was the NCAA game, right? That one was alright. That wasn't so bad. What issue covers Barkley Shut Up and Jam Guide? I think Barkley Shut Up and Jam is coming in like a couple years. I think that, I want to say that's 95. Next Genesis game could be playing Mutant League sports ball game. They're wicked fun. If you show up and you request it, certainly. Don't worry, you can't type, I can't speak. We're all falling apart tonight. It's all just coming apart. Magic Super Slam Dunk from Irvine. It's from Virgin Games. Brandon Paint Fumes. Should have been in bed an hour ago, enjoy sports. Maybe I will, Manic. I probably won't, but maybe I will. Okay, the one thing I did like about these features, though, was the little fake ads down here. Like Pugil Tips, the official cotton swab of the American Gladiators. That was pretty cute. Same mind. American Gladiators, North Miami Beach, Florida. The Super NES pack from Game Tech recreates the competitive events, the TV shows. You can challenge the real American Gladiators in the tournament, or up to 16 of your friends in alternating play. The 7 events include Assault, Human Cannonball, Atlas Sphere, Joust, Powerball, The Wall, and the Eliminator. Good graphics and sound are the big appeal of this game because they convey a real sense of the show. Like it claims WWF Super WrestleMania. It's too bad the actual play is either awkward or lacks challenge. Some of the events have such puzzling controller functions that you'll have to look at the manual to get it right. Uh-oh. For instance, in the Eliminator, you simply push the L and R buttons continuously as fast as possible. What this has to do with an obstacle course seems to escape everyone but the game designer. Atmosphere and Powerball are the only 2 events that present, I'm telling you, I can't speak tonight, chat. Present real gameplay and challenge. American Gladiators fans might like the game for these events alone, plus the great digitized bio screens. Let's hope the Knights and Warriors isn't next on the list. Shaq Fu Wen after I'm dead if I'm lucky. Ah! We're at the end of the Doomstream coin peeps. One more person should push it over. Wow, 249,000 collected. Oddish and I are fighting over the lone brain cell. You did it! Congratulations, it is done. Journeyman project is locked and loaded. So if y'all can bear with me, we'll get to that in November. I know that's a really long time away. I do apologize, but honestly, y'all did start a Doomstream collection like midway through September, knowing full well that October festivities were coming down the pipe. So, can't blame me so much for that. But we will Journeyman project before you know it. I tell you, once we get into Spooktober, it's gonna go by like that. I feel like Spooktober last year just blew by because we were having such a good time. Also, thank you for picking the least sporty sports game from this feature. I really do genuinely appreciate that. Sports ball games tend to be very, very boring for me, but American Gladiators should at least be different. Excited for the spreadsheet? I'm telling you, man, if you're lucky, you'll get the PowerPoint. I'll go full out PowerPoint. Just brace for it. They got the music, right? Is this the music? You know what? Close enough. I was over the dun 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 dun, but maybe they couldn't get the rights to that for the digital reproduction. I'll accept this. It's fine. Hello. Hi, Ice. Cool. I pressed start and this is what I got. I mean, honestly, I'm okay with this. Very, very okay with this. I wonder what the American Gladiators are doing now. Gold. These are the 7-mode steroids. Lace. Lace? It's like one of these things is not like the others. Blaze. I'm not reading all this shit. Don't even ask. Zap. Zap's a great name. Timeless. Gemini. Good lord, look how wide this man is. Good God. He's square. It's been a very cozy stream. Been under a couple blankets, cuddling a very affectionate cat. This is relaxing. That sounds great. That actually sounds really, really nice. Why is Gemini double wide? Gemini, the stout is not a piece of meat on it. Covering for hard drug use, do they have anything common with the old WW Russell's? Oh, yeah. Hopefully not. Laser. I wonder if Laser and Zap got along well. Turbo. Can you imagine being called Turbo? Could you imagine your fucking TV sportsman name being Turbo? Name the dog Turbo. Nitro. Nitro's not much better, honestly. Thunder. See, I'd take Thunder. It's Turbo time! Your proposition, rename Oddish to Turbo. I'll take 1-to-1, thank you. Feet. Yeah, let's do female. Enter your name. There we go. Bubsin? I'm sorry, Bubsin does not make me feel good. I am sorry. Come on. Okay, I need like peak 90s American Gladiator name that's 6 characters or less. Come on, what would fit in with Zap and Nitro and Lace and Gold? Frost, Bulge. There we go. Bulge. It's gonna be a woman named Bulge too. After 0 events, it's Bulge versus Marie, I guess. Against Lace? We're up against Lace here. Player 1, what the fuck? Oh my god, it's the Nerf gun event. Oh shit, okay, yeah. Oh, fuck you. Eat shit, Lace. No way you did. That was like your second shot. I refuse to believe Lace is like a fucking sniper with that thing. The hell am I even looking at? What's happening? What just happened? What the shit? Okay, that was it. No, I remember the actual event. The civilian would get on like a swing and they'd try to swing into the... Isn't that right? They try to swing into the gladiator on the pillar and knock them off. Have you know that Lace was a Nerf sniper in the war? Too fast is what happened. I'm leaving. This is not where I'm meant to be. I remember Atmosphere. I remember it looking like it was just completely fucking impossible for people. Yeah, fuck you, dude. Let me settle. This is how you win it, right? You're supposed to settle into one of these things. Wow, this is incredibly tedious and awful. To be fair, though, from what I remember of the original American Gladiators, this is extremely accurate to how it went down. I think if you get that air gust, I think that's all you need to do. I think that counts. Oh yeah. Okay, I can see my score now. Player 1 out of time, player 2 out of time. Well, did I win? Apparently we're 4 and 4 here. Joust. Ah, you remember this one, don't you? Wow, the animation is actually really solid. I'm genuinely impressed. So it seems like you need to do... Also, do I have visible nipples? I think I do. Well, all of a sudden, I like this game a whole lot more. Those are your bulges. I guess we named our character appropriately then. It's cold in there. Wiggle, wiggle. I yield to... I didn't bother to see who I was up against. That was all your selling point. Western games may have been intense jank, but the sprite work is usually really cool. Yeah, I'm actually surprised at the sprite work. I'm getting distracted by boobs. Fight. What the hell is this? Oh god, is this some kind of like football fucking thing? Where I need to like... I think I have to get a ball. I think you obtain a ball and then you stuff it in the thing. I'm gonna lose this super hard. I can't even get a ball out of here, bro. I can't. Let me have ball. Oh, maybe I have to pick up the one I dropped. Maybe I got stuffed or... Oh no, I think you have to alternate. I think that's what's going on. I did it. I put a ball in the hole. Ball go into hole. Okay, I can say with some degree of certainty that this is way less exciting than the TV show version. Balls are stored in the hole. God. Coming up. The wall. Oh wow, look at that animation. How the shit do you play this? Oh, this is okay, this is really weird. I don't know how you... Oh god! So some of these games got more work than others. I am really super impressed with the animation. Like, it looks really, really good. Yeah, Bulge died. Maria's kicking my ass. All right, it's time for the Eliminator. Apparently you mashed top buttons for this one. I've never had to mash my top buttons like this before. This is it. This is literally all you do. You just mash the top buttons. You alternate. It's really kind of awkward, actually. I kind of hate it. Am I supposed to be hurdling? Oh god, thank god that's over. Holy Christ, that sucked. Did American Ninja Warrior ever get a game? I think it might have. I think it might have. Final score. Bulge 16, Marie 25. I accept my defeat with grace. All the grace of a true... And then it just kicks you back out to the main screen. Wow, okay. Not, Okay. Well, I have gladiated, chat. That sure was an IP, yeah. Some of those mini games definitely work better than others. Some of them barely seem like games at all. So I have to agree with Nintendo Power on this count. Bulge must now sink into a spiral of dreams. Not balls. Bulge's life was over the day she was beaten at American Gladiators. All right, so what the hell else is on this page? Dueling sports cars. San Jose, California. The Duel Test Drive 2 puts you behind the wheel of the Porsche 959, the Lamborghini Diablo, or the Ferrari F40. Duel against either of the other two cars on the clock or courses. Goal is to reach the gas station. Oh, your goal is to reach the gas station. That's very exciting. Balls would have been another good name to pick. If y'all ever make me play that game again, I will pick Balls. Just remind me. Grand Prix, Hudson Soft, South San Francisco, California. Don't get the wrong idea about the Battle Grand Prix from Hudson Soft. The battle refers to battle skills between drivers, not missiles launched at opposing cars. Although such a feature might have added a certain flair, I would have played it then. Holy shit. Yep, those articles have locations they're reporting from. I guess the local offices for these publishers. If that tracks, if Virgin in 1993, if Virgin Games was in Irvine, Accolade was in San Jose, and Hudson Soft was in South San Fran. I don't even know how you would check that or anything now, but neat little feature. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. What the hell? Feel the impact. Oyster Bay, New York. Super high impact. The toughest talking football arcade game ever. Ever. Is on its way from Acclaim. Can't believe Hudson Soft was in San Fran. Neither can I. It was a different time then, chat, than the early 90s. I thought they had their own adventure island. Hey, I see what you did. Good animation, some great digitized pictures. Yeah, if you say so, buddy. And then, let's see, The Pound and the Fury by American Sammy. Elk Grove, Illinois. Better name for this game might have been Football Japanese Style from the Oriental, sorry. Lettering of the title to the awkwardly written manual is clear this game wasn't made in the USA. Problems with this game range from the mildly irritating to the ridiculous. Take for instance, the difficult passing sequence, which requires selecting receiver, passing using a power gauge. Since you can't see more than 15 yards down the field, you won't be able to judge how much power to use, or take the speed of the computer's defensive plays. Although halfway across the field, they suddenly turn on the afterburners and tackle your runner. Go figure. The Pound and the Fury sounds like a porno. Oh my God, it does, and I love it. And then we got NFL Foosball from Konami, Buffalo Grove, Illinois. Okay, if you say so. When I worked at Konami, it was in El Segundo. And actually, I believe they're still in El Segundo. You wanted to give this pack a new name, it might be Hurl Football. Named after the dizzying use of Mode 7 effects on passing and kicking plays. Starting from the side, the view rotates around so that you're facing your own goal. Apparently the idea, at least on passing plays, is after the pass, you're switched to the view of the receiver looking back at his quarterback. Other amazing blunders include a scoreboard that's about as difficult to read as chicken bones and a tiny floating bullseye symbol that indicates which player is under your control. Then there's the most awkward menu screen ever for a Super NES sports game, a playoff mode that limits which teams can appear in the postseason, and long animation sequences that can't be cut short. Damn. Nintendo Power has at some point just stopped taking prisoners. Yeah, actual reviews, actual opinions. Actually breaking down these games and being like, yo, this shit sucks. I left my wallet in El Segundo, El Segundo. The very same, in fact. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Then they have a really weird chart down here on the spot sports. I guess the different kinds of sports games that are out or coming out. So the blue icons are games that are already out, and the red ones are upcoming. So at the time of printing, I suppose, there were 7 baseball games with 2 on the way. Foosball had 7 games with 5 on the way. Basketball had 6 games with 1 on the way. Hockey was 2 and 2. Soccer, 5 out, 1 on the way. Tennis, 3 out, 1 on the way. Golf, 6 out, 1 on the way. Racing, 6 out with 5 more coming. Boxing, 2 and 1. And other. I'm gonna assume this is just fishing games. 5 out, 7 coming. That's interesting. Love to know what exactly they're referring to there. Oh, God, yeah. Foosball, so exciting. Is Marble Madness a sport? No, it's a way of life. Okay. All right. I hate to do this to you, chat, but since it is so late in the evening, I think this is where we're gonna leave off for the night. So don't bother requesting Shadowrun, because this is, yeah, my earbuds just died. Don't bother requesting Shadowrun, because we're gonna pick up with this on Saturday, and I suppose we'll also have a discussion regarding how much Shadowrun you want to see, because there is a lot of Shadowrun to see. There is a lot going on in Shadowrun, and I do like it. We don't have enough fuel left for isometrics. No, yeah, I don't. As much as I love this game, I don't have the steam for it. I'm probably just gonna go crawl in bed after this. Shadowrun. Can't wait to win the world championship in other. Oh yeah, I am the best other ever. But yes, on Saturday we will come back to Shadowrun. We'll play as much of it as you want, as much of it as you can stomach, honestly. It is a great game. I love it. It's certainly not perfect. It has its issues, but it is a very fun, very immersive, very pretty game in a lot of places. The art style is very unique, very detailed. There's a lot to love about it, and enough stuff to complain about to be entertaining, I think. But yeah, that's that. Also, while I've got you here, since we have reached the end of this stream, I am on stream at this very moment going to close submissions both for the wheel tomorrow night and Spooktober. It's the end of an era, chat. This moment has come. It is time to end. I am going to do them right now. I am talking about it. I am searching for them. All right. Spooktober suggestions, go away. And wheel submissions, go away. That's that. Submitted a ton of games already. You did. You did, in fact. In fact, the final count, if you are curious. Hang on, let me mark off that I did these. The final count is 15 games for the wheel, which is a lot. I don't think it's the record, but it is a lot. And 22 games for Spooktober. Pour over. So. You've definitely given us plenty to think about, plenty to consider. So tomorrow night is the wheel. We'll be taking a look at Steam Shmup Fest Shmups. Is that enough spook? Oh yeah, it's more than enough. Believe me, we'll be fine. It would be more than enough even if I was doing nothing but Spooktober games. Marble Madness is a sport now, but it is contagious. Tomorrow night, we'll spin the wheel thrice and play 3 of the games that y'all submitted. However, it is my intent that after we play the prescribed 3 games and decide which is the most entertaining of the evening, that I have time to continue and play more shmups. I'm hoping to get to a bunch tomorrow night, even if the competition is only between 3. Here's a vaccine for Marble Madness now. But we'll see how things shake out. If we end up playing some really, really good, really interesting stuff tomorrow night, we may be stuck to just 3, or I may change my mind entirely and just go in on as many as I can and let them all be fair game. I don't know. I'm crazy like that. Also tomorrow night, I will reveal the Spooktober schedule. That'll be at the beginning of the evening, so if you're just dying to know the shape and scope of Spooktober, be here at 9 p.m. Pacific. The one shmup I wanted to submit is on Steam. Oh, Chaos. What was it? Out of curiosity. Got bit by a tick and have the marble man. So yeah. Wheel tomorrow night. Spooktober reveal tomorrow night. Shadowrun and more magazine on Saturday. No stream on Sunday. And then Monday, we start Spooktober. So if you're curious what that's going to entail, again, I can let y'all know tomorrow morning. Strikers 1945, Japan release. Oh, PSX, okay. Also on arcade. I gotcha. All right, gang. Well, anyway, your mother had a madness room. Oh my god, that's terrible. Terrible, and I love it. Let me go find somebody to raid. Let's go Dama. Dama's doing spin rhythm, and I do like winding down with some spin rhythm. That was some fun stuff. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for coming out. Thanks. You know what? Thanks for being the kind of people that will come out at the promise of video games and sit around for 2 hours listening to me ramble about stuff. And just have some good conversations, have some good fellowship, some good times. Thanks for being here. You know, thanks for being you, each and every one of you. Thank you for being you and being here. That's all I could ever ask for. That's all I could ever need, and I really appreciate it. I don't listen to anything. I just blart in chat. You know what? You have your place, Bumfuzzled, and it is a greatly valued place. So thank you. Thank you for your blarts. Anyway, gang, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for yet another enticing issue of the Power Hours. I'm very excited to be in May of 1993, moving through this year with all the speed of a brick wall. No, we're getting there. We're seeing new stuff. It's fun. Hopefully you had a good time, and hopefully I will see you out tomorrow night for the Spooktober schedule reveal and the wheel. Oh, wow, that rhymes. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.